How you getting, Coach?
Hi, Greg.
Back for one final rendition of this 5 Good Minutes chat before we head into Christmas break. Last time we talked, you were 4-2, fresh off a win over Finlandia. That was a week ago. In the last 7 days, you've played 2 games. You lost to UW Superior 81-65, excuse me, and then you lost at Luther last Friday, I believe. 82-71. Can you tell us a little bit about those games, your thoughts on them?
Yeah, actually very similar games. First of all, 2 good teams. Both of those teams are real solid. I thought we actually played pretty well in both games. We took care of the basketball in both games well. We rebounded well in both games. I know giving up 80-some points, it might seem silly to say we defended well, but I did think we actually defended pretty well. Unfortunately, we ran into 2 teams that really had great shooting nights. I think Superior for the game from the three-point line was 60%, and then Luther from the three-point line was 58%. So, and we were kind of in the 40s again. So really, I thought we played well. Difference in the game was we just we got outshot, bottom line. But I felt like we were still getting good looks, good opportunities to shoot. Just the ball wasn't going down for us.
Is it hard to stay encouraged after 2 losses like that where you played tough, you're proud of the way your team played, and you come back to the drawing board? I guess the question is more, how do you prepare for the future when you feel like you're playing as good as you are this early in the season, but you're still losing, giving up a lot of points?
Right. Well, I mean, you're always disappointed when you lose. I mean, you always want to win the basketball game, but bigger picture is, you're trying to get better. You're trying to see positive signs of how you're trying to play, and we're seeing those things. I mean, we're seeing us getting closer, to what we really need to do to be successful and to start winning some of these games. So we're not far off. So we build on those positives. We just need to sharpen our focus a little bit. I think in that Luther game, a 5-point game at half, and to start the second half, we gave up a driving layup and 2 back screen layups where we didn't help out. And first half we defended those things great. So it's a focus, and some of it is our youth and inexperience. We have players playing in different roles than they're used to, or expanded roles, and we're kind of working through some of those kinks. Some of these guys need to go through the battles to get to that point of where they can do it on a consistent effort for 40 minutes.
This Thursday, you've got North Central University, who you defeated in your second game of the season by 6 points. North Central's played really well as of late, knocked off some UMAC teams, and played some other teams around the region really well. Your thoughts headed into that game?
It'd be a tough game. I mean, the first game was a tough game. It was a 6-point game here. Went right down to the wire. And they are playing really well. I mean, they won at the University of Minnesota Morris. It was the preseason pick in our conference to win it. So that was a huge win. It shows you what North Central's capable of. Usually it's always a great crowd when we go there, a loud crowd. So we're going to need to play really well, and it should be a real fun game. Again, it's a rival game. It's the team we've played more than anybody in our school's history. So our guys, I think, are looking forward to it. It should be a great way to end before break here.
You're going to take, after Thursday, you're going to take some decent time off, a week and a half, or I don't know the exact number of days, but you're going to come back and prepare after Christmas for a tournament you're going to play in at the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire on the 29th and 30th. How do you prepare your guys, or what do you tell them, before they leave on Thursday night, about being smart when they go away, and not only driving safely, but how to prepare their bodies for no practice for a week and a half and things like that?
Yeah, it's good to get, I think it's going to be 8 or 9 days off. I don't have the schedule right in front of me either, but this is a good time, to rest. Obviously, it's a great time to go home and be with their families and celebrate Christmas. And it's been long. We've been going since October 15th. They've been studying hard in their classes and playing hard in basketball. So just need to rest, recoup a little bit. But then we do really encourage the guys to make sure they are working out, lifting, conditioning, getting in the gym, playing some basketball. Most of them at their local high schools over break, because they don't want to be too out of shape coming back, and we don't want them too out of shape. And then Eau Claire will be a great kind of final tune-up before we jump into conference play in January. So that will be a tough tournament. We play Cornell out of Iowa, another very strong team, and then Eau Claire plays Monmouth in the other bracket. So it will be, again, a great challenge for us, coming out of break here.
Historically, last year, this is about the time where you really started to make a run. You won, I think, 15 games in a row. You won a tournament, a holiday tournament at St. Norbert, who is ranked in the top 15 in the country. So obviously, that's really important to start this kind of after Christmas break weekend out well, and who knows where it could go from there.
Yeah, I mean, I hope it continues. I hope it's the same as last year. I mean, that was pretty special what happened. And our guys will be ready. I mean, all year, we're 4-4, but our guys have been competing hard. We're getting better. I think we're understanding how we need to play both individually and collectively to be successful. So we're moving in the right direction. As far as wins and losses go, we'll see how that all plays out. But I feel like we're moving in the right direction. Heading into conference play, which is always the most exciting time of year.
Before we go, do you have any favorite Christmas traditions or pastimes that your family's involved with?
I just obviously love the Christmas season, and with our girls now, 8 and 6. I mean, obviously, just being around them is probably the most enjoyable part of it. A few years ago, my family started kind of doing appetizers for a Christmas dinner, which is always great. I always like it because you get different variety of food and you kind of graze on it, all day too. So that's probably maybe the one tradition we have or we've continued.
Excellent. Well, have a great Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And we'll catch you back before that tournament.
Thanks, Craig.